Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to know about the concepts of OOP, object oriented programming. So, in the earlier sessions, we came across object oriented programming paradigm. So, in this semester, we are going to practice object oriented programming using C++. Before going to implement OOP, object-oriented programming concepts in C++, first let us know what are the concepts, OOP concepts in general. So the topic is overview of OOP concepts. Learning outcome. Student will be able to give examples for OOP concepts from real world. Before going to discuss about the OOP concepts, object-oriented programming concepts, let us know about the basic things, basic building blocks of object-oriented systems. They are classes and objects. So, in object-oriented programming, a class is a blueprint or a class is uh, a classifier. A class is a blueprint for creating objects. So, in object oriented programming, the programmer will design a class. So, based on the class, you can create any number of objects. As you can see here in this diagram, in this picture, so there is a class called car, which whose shape is decided by the designer. Once the design of the car is completed, you can generate or you can create based on this class, you can create n number of objects. In this picture, you are seeing three cars, but they all the three cars belong to the class car, but their identifiers, their names are different. Polo, Mini, Beetle. So these are the objects. These are the real world. Uh, in real world, these are the objects which are created from a blueprint called car. OOP concepts. So there are four OOP concepts. So first one is encapsulation, inheritance, th- abstraction, polymorphism. First one is encapsulation, second inheritance, third abstraction, fourth polymorphism. So in this session, we will see each one in brief with some real world examples. Encapsulation. So the name itself says that it is capsule. So it is encapsulation means it is nothing but a wrapping or binding something different things into a single packet like thing. So encapsulation is a process of wrapping of data and methods. Methods are also known as functions in C++. So data and methods, these two are combined or wrapped or bound binded together into a single unit, and this process of combining or wrapping is called encapsulation. So encapsulation is achieved in different languages like C plus plus Java by class concept. So a product. Class is a product of encapsulation. So when you encapsulate means wrap both data and functions together. As we have seen earlier sessions that data and related functions are bind together to form a class. So this process is called encapsulation. As you can see in the picture, so a class is a collection of data members plus methods. Methods are nothing but functions. So the behavior. So as you can see, class is class contains both variables and methods combined, encapsulated together. So this is the first concept of object oriented programming. Inheritance. Second one, inheritance. Inheritance, the name itself, the word itself, the general meaning of inheritance is to inherit means to acquire. So to get, to take. So inheritance is a mechanism in which one class acquires the property of another class. So one class features are acquired by another class. For example, in real world, a child inherits the traits of his or her parents. So similarly, in object-oriented programming, a class may inherit the properties or features of another class. So the one which is inheriting is called derived class, and the one which is giving the features is called uh, base class. Or it is also like the one which is getting inherited is is parent class, and the one which is acquiring the properties or features is called child class. So either you can go for a parent-child analogy or base class or derived class analogy. Both are same. Inheritance facilitates reusability, because if at all you want to extend, if you are extending the features of another class into the from one class to another, that means you are creating one more class where you are reusing the features of the above class. So as you can see here in this picture, parent features are acquired by the child. So either from the mother and father, from both, children will acquire the traits or features. Abstraction. Abstraction refers to showing only the essential features of the application and hiding the details. So this is very important concept, object oriented programming concept, which has a wide range of applications. So here you can see in the picture a telephone set. So when you look at a telephone set as a user at your home or in office, so you'll be looking like you don't know what is inside the set, but you will be using it. Like you have a mouthpiece, you have earpiece, and you have a dial pad. uh, you look at these things, and you can use that, but actually what is the circuitry inside the board you don't know. Without knowing the inner details of that particular set, telephone set, you are using it because you have got what you need to get the services. You have got you have got a mouthpiece, you have got earpiece, you have got a dial pad, but you don't know what is inside, what is a circuit board, and what is the IC, what is a speaker, and what is a microphone. So what are all these things you don't know, but actually you are using that device. So this is an example. One more example is in our daily lives. In our homes we have TV remote, so we operate TV through remote. We will be clicking, we will be changing the channels, or we will be setting the for settings menus, and we can operate TV through remote, but we don't know actually what is the circuitry inside the remote. We need not know. As a user, those should be hidden. So that is the concept of abstraction. Abstraction refers to showing only the essential features, only what is needed, because all the other things are not needed. In that case, you have to hide them. This process is called abstraction. And fourth one, the last one in object oriented programming concepts is polymorphism. Poly means many. Morph means forms. So if any object in the real world exhibits different behaves in different ways, different forms, if at all object takes different forms, is called polymorphism. So let us suppose in the real world, let us suppose we have a person. So in the real world, we have a person. He is a programmer. He or she is a programmer. He or she is a dancer. He or she is a singer. So a person can be all of this. A person can be a programmer and dancer and singer. So when he is in a dancing in a dancing troupe or in a dancing dance school, let us suppose he is working in a software company as a programmer, and he is also learning dance in a dance school, and he is also learning singing in a singing school. Let us suppose, if at all, it depends how this person behaves when I ask him to learn. When I tell, okay, Mr. Let us suppose this person is Mr. X. Mr. X, learn. So what he will learn depends on in which form he is. Let us suppose he is in dance school, he will learn the dance. If he is in singing school, he will be singing. If he is in if he is in a, let us suppose, in a coding class, he will be programming. So it depends on, so the same learn is the same, but it behaves in different ways. So this object, person object, will behave in different ways. It depends whether this person learns dance or singing or programming. It depends on the situation. So and a single object behaving in different ways, three different ways here. So it is this concept, this process is called polymorphism. So all these four concepts are vividly used in object oriented programming, and these are the four concepts which makes the object oriented programming a complete arrangement for developing object oriented systems. So we'll come to know in the later sessions how these concepts are really implemented in a particular programming language like C++. So in this semester, as we are going to learn object-oriented programming using C++, so the whole course is about implementing using these object-oriented programming concepts to solve a given problem. Thank you.